All right. Good morning. Today we're going to go over this one more time. Anyway, I'm a veteran. I EAS'd in 2012, and I'm still waiting in 2025 for the money the VA owes me. And that total is $127,293. Now here, the green part is what they still owe. After 2018 till now, I get 100% a month, and I can live off that. However, my house is in eviction, and the $127,000 the VA owes me off a simple dated error, which they can correct, would get me out of eviction and not be homeless potentially. Now here's the moment of dispute, the whole dispute, right? Look right here. This is my EAS date, the date I left the Marine Corps. This is a certificate of release or discharge. Graduation in effect. What's that say right here? 5/7/12. May 7th, 2012. Right? Now here's the first thing I got from the VA. Department of VA, dated, everything. We made a decision on your claim for service-connected compensation received on November 1st, 2011. Does anyone see an issue with that? Now mind you, take this date, right? Add a year to it. What would that be? October 31st, 2012. Okay? Now, right here. You have 1 year from the date of this letter to appeal the decision. So if I don't agree with this, let's say I have worse anxiety than a 0 rating, they have to test me for anxiety. And then if I come back with an increase, like 50% anxiety after the tests, this goes from a 0 to a 50. And from this date is when I get back paid from. So from that date until the day I tested and they acknowledged it's worse, I would be covered the whole 50%. Only instead of getting paid every month, they would have paid me one lump sum after all is said and done. But either way, all your time you invest getting tested should be compensated. Now, why do I make this a point? You have 1 year. 1 year. Because they didn't give me a year. Because they went from this date and added a year from that date. Which is illegal. 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 Okay? Who's still waiting on the money? Me. Even though they did it illegal. Anyway. So a year from this date would be October 31st, 2012. Okay? Now, we go here. Oh, look, all the same paperwork. It's almost like he didn't fabricate any fucking papers. He literally just copied it. Literally. That's it. Anyway, if we take a year from this date, right, October 31st, 2012, that would come before April 18th, 2013, right? So if you get something in April 18th, 2013, and this case is closed in October 31st, 2012, you couldn't take this and enter it into that file, right? So they had to close the original file. See here, if this account is no longer open, please notify us immediately. Oh, Matt, but how do we know you didn't fucking type that yourself? Oh, okay. Hold on there. Hold on there. Let's do the search feature. Now, what was the, if this account is no longer open. Oh, man. Oh, look! Ta-da! found another discovery today. Oh, found another one. Oh, found another one. Now, mind you, this is a stamp. It's a redirect, right? Oh, if you're working in this file, go here. This one's closed. So when I was increased 50% in this date, right? Right? Mind you, same shit. I'm not fabricating people. Same shit, right? Now, why? If we take from the date of this paper, which is July 13th, and we had a whole year, what's that? July 12th, 2013, which comes after April 18th. So if you apply their own standard and logic without including illegal, I'm right, they're wrong. Why am I waiting on them still in 2025 on the money they owe me if I'm right, they're wrong? Doug Collins, it's almost like this video is for you to answer. On behalf of all the Veteran Affairs. Mind you, that's a privilege. Hello. But, yeah. So again, if this said, right, let's just say it said this date. May 8th, 2012. Well, a year from May 8th, 2012 would be May 7th, 2013, which is after April 18th. So if they did what they were supposed to, this would have went back to here, and this would have went from 0 to 50. Not a whole new case. You know what this does? Mind you, they're writing this in 2014, a year after 2013. Now, if they wrote this on 2013, they would have understood. It goes back to 2012. But again, time travel. When they're at a workplace processing couple of files, because, you know, the backlog's over like 20,000. When they're doing this, they're susceptible and at risk to making stupid mistakes like this. I'm not. I'm susceptible from living from their mistakes. They're susceptible to making the mistakes. I'm susceptible to living through their mistakes. Now, are they going to correct it? Or am I going to go suicidal by the end of this year? Because 12 years over this? 12 years. And this is why I'm out $127,293. And on top of that, people even in my own family say I'm obsessed with the VA and shit. Hello, family members. Have you been through evictions? Oh, you have, so you know how it feels, so we can relate. Okay. So would you like being evicted when the government owes you $127,293? I don't think so. So, yeah, I'm not obsessed. I'm just out for justice, and it's not coming until I do. I either kill myself or I keep uploading and expose all the bullshit with real evidence. Now, this file is available to anyone upon request if you want to do your own research. My digital binder, I can also make available upon request, so you can do your own compare and contrasting. Now, this is just the first thing. Mind you, there's multiple things that are fucked up in here, like the fact that I had to fight for IU, even though I qualified then and there by the 2 combined ratings. And then even now, I would qualify IU just from anxiety being 70%. Because, you know, they bump my anxiety up after all is said and done, to add insult to injury. Right here. Oh, your anxiety at 50 is now 70 in 2017. Yay. Oh, so you mean if I would have had that, I wouldn't have had to do this? And then I wouldn't have got denied? And then I wouldn't have submitted more for the full grant, even though this is a lie? This decision represents a full grant on benefits sought. Mind you, at the time, I was trying to get this fixed so I could get the what? $127,000. Mind you, I'm not like, oh, I need money because I need cocaine and hookers. No, I need to get my house out of eviction. You know, I need a new car because mine sounds like it's dying and it rattles, and that's it. This will effectively be my retirement unless I sue the government for the $100 million, because this ain't the only thing. They've conspired against test results, and that is because they don't want to pay me anything more. And again, to some readers listening and looking at the evidence themselves, they can relate. They know I've been fucked with, and they give me sympathy, and I respect that, and I like that. I'm not gonna make a living off being a fucking Munchausen. I'm just reporting what happened to me. You know, this is sleep apnea test manipulation. Sleep apnea is 4 missed breaths. You see here it's 9.2. 9.2. Snore index 0. Even though, what did the doctor say? Oh, you have snoring. You have snoring, even though the snore index is 0. Now they got this number, 3.8. I don't know how, but here's what I was told they did. They took a number. I mean an average. So if you take an average, hold on, let me add this source, sorry. If you take an average of, what was that one? Oh, 9.2, right? And we add 0.0, oh sorry, 5. 0.05, right? And then we divide it by 2 because we added 2 numbers. We get 4.8. So I don't know how they got 3.8, but even 4.8 is above 4. And I don't know. Let's just research what a sleep apnea. Adding a new source. Hold on. Okay, so okay, so it changed recently, this year, matter of fact. But anyway, 5 is sleep apnea. 9.2 is greater than 5. 4.8 is not, obviously. But, again, that's not even... She got an average. Mind you, she's Indira. Yeah, she's Indira. Irritable on the top of Cthulhu. Anyway, 9.2. Now mind you, when you're taking sleep apnea, you want all the readings. 4, if you can. In this situation, I got 2. Non-supine and supine. Mind you, we're trained to sleep in the supine position. Supine means sleeping on your back. Non-supine is stomach, sides. So any number that's over 5 here is sleep apnea. You don't take these 2 numbers, individual variables, and average them together. That makes no sense. You want to prevent someone from suffering from sleep apnea, you take them at the 9.2, and you either get them off their back so they're not in the supine, or you make it easier for them to sleep while they're in the supine, like medication, to relax their tongue from restricting airway, you know. But, yeah, multiple things. But today, can someone explain how they got 2011 here? Oh, here, hold on, let me... Because, you know, you have to make it undeniable. So, again, here. Separation, look, box B. Separation date this period. When did you leave the Marine Corps? Oh, that date. Oh, okay. So do you mind in the VA if we just put in this date? If we just pull it out our ass and put it in there? And then for 12 years, you can just sit and wait until we fix it. And then you can get your $127,293. And then pull your house of eviction. And then try and reestablish your life after you had to go on a protest. Hello. Again, real shit. I'm not faking any paperwork. It just looks horrible. And I agree. Mind you, 2 copies. This is the VFW copy. This is the VA copy. This is my copy. Now mind you, they do this, right? And then this is what they send. So this, is July 13th they sent it. There's my DD-214. Now mind you, look at this. I have a year to appeal this decision and they send me this. I don't remember filling this out. I just remember disregarding it. Because if you read here, your signed response will let us know whether to decide your claim without waiting 30 days or whether we should give you the full 30 days from the date of the letter sent, blah, blah, blah. 30 days or 30 days. Mind you, it says right here, you have 1 year from the date of this letter to appeal the decision. So if I get this, right, in July 13th, right, why when I submit the appeal is it not rolled over and do they start a whole new case? Again, they worked 2014 on 2013 matters. That's not my fault. I'm just being punished for it. And, oh, you're not being punished? Well, they're making mistakes and not correcting them, leaving me to deal with the fallout. That's punishment. That's fraud and forgery. They're putting wrong data, which is fraud, in my name, which is forgery. I wouldn't do that. But anyway, again, a year from this date. I like going a year from this date. It keeps it all simple. But if we're going a year from the date of the letter, July 13th, July 12th, 2013 would be that year. April 18th, 2013 comes before July 12th, 2013. The fact that I have to make another video like this to explain why I'm so upset. Not obsessed, I'm upset. And, yeah. It just pisses me off more. The ones saying I'm obsessed are supposed to be my best friends. And they work in the healthcare field. So, like, they should be as mad as me. But they're acting like I'm a conspiracy theorist making a story out of thin air and forging documents. Hello. If only, if only. But anyway, this is the dated error. Initial dated error. I'm going to go over all the errors eventually, but I just want to break it down piece by piece. This is it. How does the VA make a decision in November 2011 when I was still in the Marine Corps? Now, mind you, for those people outside of the military and veteran sphere, military and veteran are separate. You leave the Marine Corps, Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, whatever. You leave the active service, and you go to the VA service. 2 different things. 2 different completely things. Completely different. So how can this system say they made a decision on my behalf when, again, they don't have permission, which is ultimate. If you don't have permission, you can't do it regardless. They don't have the records, they don't have the data. What are they making a decision based off of? Or did they enter a wrong date from someone else's file in mine? Either way, I'm fucked. And still fucked in 2015. This happened in 2012. Why am I still waiting 12 years later? Literally, the government is making my life hell and lying to me. You have 1 year. Okay, so did they lie on paper or did they lie in practice, in reality? Because 1 year from this date was not honored. They cut me on time, they cut me on money. They're taking everything they can from me. I'm about to commit suicide by the end of the year. They're about to get a life. Another suicide stat. Yay! Unless I get my money. So am I going to get my money, or am I just going to be fucking crazy until the end of the year? Which one? Because once I get my money, I won't be bitching about I don't have my money. I'll have my money, and I'll spend it responsibly. And then, I'm coming for the lawsuit. Because this is bullshit. 2025. Y'all fucked up in 2012 over a date, and I'm still suffering for it. Hello. Hello. Anyway, my binder, their binder. See the page difference? 41, 3,879. Just because there's more pages doesn't mean there's more evidence back in your story. I've caught you. You fucked up. You refuse to accept responsibility of the fuck up, and you refuse to fix the fuck up. What's it going to take for the VA to act responsible and fix it? Like, there's a veteran killing themselves crisis, and y'all are doing this. This is just some other bullshit. I'm just scrolling to see, like, so you can see what all this shit is. Like, it's just papers. It's bullshit. Mind you, I had 2 jobs, and I was going to college, and I had a girlfriend at the time. I had a lot going on. At that time, I couldn't just drop everything and focus on the VA. I was living my life. I was like, why is this? I was calling them, saying, the dates are wrong. And you know what they did? They gave me the runaround on the phone. Oh, I can't help you. Yeah, you got to call when they're here. Oh, I can't. And then they give me this. You have mind you, you have 1 year from this date of the letter to appeal the decision. Mind you, I call them. Oh, we're working on multiple cases, and then I get this. Your claim, your signed response will let us know whether to decide your claim without waiting 30 days or whether we should give you the full 30 days. How to go from a year to 30 days? You know? It's almost like, follow me, oh shit, we put in the wrong date. How can we make it so when it closes in October 31st, 2012, that it won't be our fault? Oh, just tell them, give them a piece of paper saying you're closing the case in 30 days. That'll happen before October 31st. And then if he appeals it after the 30 days, we can open the claim and make us look good, even though we fucked it up from the beginning. You know? That's me generating an excuse for their behalf. Me giving them benefit of the doubt. Now, mind you, did they ever give me benefit of the doubt? Did they ever give me benefit of the doubt? I don't think so. In reaching above conclusion, the board has considered the applicability of the benefit of the doubt doctrine. However, as the evidence is persuasively against the veteran's claim, the doctrine is not applicable. How they can make this? How is the evidence persuasively against my claim? Show me. I'm saying you fucked up the date. All you need for that valid? You need 2 pieces of paper for this to be finished and solved. You need my DD-214 to see when I left the Marine Corps, right? And then you need this paper showing they fucked up. How can they enter this when this is the entry? 05, 07, 2012. They put 11111. 11111 sounds like a placeholder in binary to me, doesn't it? 5/7 2012 sounds like my EAS date, doesn't it? So why am I waiting in 2025 still? Again, they only need 1 piece. This right here solves the fucking date dispute. The VA needs to go here and find out who put in the entry and figure out why. Oh, I never changed the fucking generic 111111. My bad, I forgot. All you had to do is copy this and paste it here. For every, mind you, they're dealing with thousands of papers, right? So this is taken from an Excel where it's saved under my file. file name. And this is taken from the Word side, right here. Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, we're using 2 different programs in one program and deciding someone's healthcare and financial fate off that. And they fucked it up on the Word side. They forgot to copy and paste the Excel sheet that has the data for the calculations and put it in the excuse. And now they have to stick by this because hold on. They have to stick by that error, right? Because according to them, oh, so there they did apply the benefit of the doubt doctrine. Would you look at that? Oh, there they did too. Oh, there they did? Oh, there they did? Why didn't they there? AC McKenzie, why didn't you there? Evidence is persuasively against the veteran's claim. How? I'm just claiming you put in this date when it should have been this date. So you're on the side of explaining how. I'm on the side of, oh, we typed this message. We're above making mistakes. And I'm supposed to believe this? I have the proof right here. You fucked up right here? You're telling me you didn't right here. Doug Collins, this is why I need your intervention. You don't need to intervene in all the fucking veteran affairs, but for shit like this, over this small of a scale of an error, a date, a copy and paste error, is causing this veteran to be out of $127,293 for 12 years. Again, if I don't get the money and an apology by the end of the year, I'm killing myself. And I have to go to this length to enforce how serious it is. Like, this is serious. It doesn't get any more serious. Hello. And mind you, this should have went from 0 to 50 back then. But again, since they're fucking time travelers, they put 2011, and then they, look, 2011, right? 2011. And then here, 2014. So what happened in 2012 and 2013? I mean, I was calling you every month. Not every day, because mind you, at that time I was working 2 jobs, college, girlfriend. I had a lot going on. More better things. Now, I don't have shit to do. You strip me of that. And you don't want to, oh, it's not our fault, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But again, you're still owing me money, and you're refusing to pay it by ignoring me and avoiding me. So, I'm making this video so everyone can see. And this is going to the VA Living Dead website, because I'm breaking this down as much as I can. I would love someone to come and interview me, because I don't know how this is being portrayed to the audience. All I want to come off as is someone saying the VA fucked up and refuses to fix it, and I'm left stuck in a situation where I can't do anything, and that's it. That's my position. I want to be in a position where I'm living my life with the money I'm supposed to be getting, and that's it. Now I'm retired. I am retired. Once everything's said and done, maybe I'll go get another job and get more money. I would like to just open the lawsuit for $100 million. Because again, this is only the date we're talking about. But my whole thing is full of conspiracy right here. If this account is no longer open, please notify us immediately. Why does anyone working at the VA for me have to contact whoever made this initially? That's illegal. That's racketeering. Corruption. You know, imagine if, I have to go to the hospital for a heart transplant because mine just failed. Well, before we do that, we have to ask the people that put in the initial information. And mind you, the initial information they put in was wrong. So why am I reliant on a busted system for my future? That's, again, you just got to ask yourself simple questions. And that's it. Keep it simple, stupid. Again, you can fill up 4,000 pages of bullshit. My 41 pages have all the proof and the records. And mind you, this 41 pages here is just VA records. Just VA records on this. From the U.S. court. The actual court. You know. The one Susan Price set me up for failure. Remember that one? Yep. Anyway, once I take on the $100 million lawsuit, I'm including everything. We're taking the VA records, we're taking the phone logs, we're taking Snap, Pico, Verizon, everything. Everything that's ever come into my life without my invite, we're taking to court as part of the conspiracy. But this right here is just VA. I just want to sue the VA for the $127,293 and an apology for waiting so long. That's it. And then after that, I'll take the court on with everything. That'll be the $100 million. That'll be my super retirement. This is just my retirement. Once this is done and I get the money, I can pay my house and live evictionless free. Worry-free of eviction. Ain't that great? Oh boy. Going through war and surviving after boot camp and training. I mean, it takes a toll on a body. It takes a lot of energy and spirit to commit to doing that. But no one gives me recognition for that. I'm just fucking obsessed with the VA, dude. Why are you always talking about the VA and how they... Because they do, dude. Why are people still talking about reparations, dude? That's like a generational wait. I'm waiting 12 years just on myself. They're waiting decades, and they're living off their grandparents' worth. My grandpa was a slave, you owe us money. Well, that's between you and the grandparent, not you and the son, daughter, whatever, you know? But anyway, anyone else join in the military and get conspired against by the VA? Again, I have no qualms. I'm at peace with the Marines. I love the Marines. I love active duty. I don't like the VA. I believe it needs an overhaul. I believe I know everything there is to make that happen. Mind you, I know computer systems. What kind of systems are running the VA right now? Computer systems. Do they have good people? Like people that know what's going on with computer systems? Or do they have people that are lazy? And that just leave 111 as the fucking base? Like, you realize this whole sheet right here is a template. My name's propagated. My address is propagated. All this shit is propagated, right? That means it's taken like deer, and then this would be insert name. And then once you hit the number that says pull data, it inserts my file and inserts the name, inserts the dates, everything. Y'all pulled the information and forgot to fix the date. That's what it comes down to. Again, I know how that works. I could fix it in minutes. It's taking you 12 years. How can the VA make a decision in 2011 when they don't have the paperwork, the evidence, the records, or permission until 2012? That's all I want to leave the discussion with. And that's that. How copy over?